Gyökeres stuns with rocket goals in first. Arsenal training media left in awe. Viktor Gyökeres needed no time at all to make a thunderous first impression at Arsenal. On his very first full training session with Mikel Arteta's squad, the Swedish striker lit up the pitch with a series of jaw-dropping goals that had teammates clapping, coaches nodding, and even the media utterly stunned. Cameras caught glimpses of the 26-year-old sending net-bursting screamers into the top corners, drawing gasps and cheers from those fortunate enough to be watching from the sidelines. Reporters from top media houses, including Sky Sports, BBC Sport, and The Athletic, were invited for limited access to the session, but what they witnessed was far from ordinary. "It's not often we break silence in a training ground," said one stunned correspondent, "but Gyökeres made sure we did. He didn't just score goals, he scored statements." Many described it as one of the most impressive training debuts they had ever seen at London Colney. Players who have worked with Arteta know the intensity of his drills and the demand for precision. But Gyökeres embraced the tempo with raw aggression and pinpoint sharpness. In a small-sided finishing drill, the Swede rifled 3 consecutive volleys into the top corner with either foot, each goal drawing increasingly louder reactions. Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka were seen exchanging wide-eyed glances, almost as if to say, "Did we just witness that?" What particularly stood out wasn't just the power behind Gyökeres' shots, but the technique and calmness with which he executed them. One moment in particular left an unforgettable imprint. Receiving the ball on the turn from Declan Rice, Gyökeres nutmegged a charging defender and unleashed a curling rocket that pinged off the underside of the bar, and in classic striker's instinct, brutal execution. The watching press clutched their notepads in disbelief. Arteta himself was visibly impressed, offering the Swede multiple nods of approval. Sources close to the club revealed that Arteta turned to his assistants during one phase of the session and muttered, "That's exactly why we signed him." It's clear that Gyökeres wasn't just brought in to fill a role, he's been tasked with elevating the attack, and his first showings suggest he's more than up to the task. The buzz quickly spread beyond the training ground. Clips began circulating online, showing slow-motion footage of Gyökeres' screamers, and within minutes, Gyökeres was trending on Twitter in both the UK and Sweden. Fans flooded the comments, some begging for pre-season to start immediately, others joking that Prime Henry has been reincarnated in Viktor. Pundits wasted no time getting in on the action. Former Arsenal legend Ian Wright praised the forward live on air. "He's got that raw hunger and explosiveness that Arsenal's been crying out for. If this is the first training session, imagine what we'll see at the Emirates." Meanwhile, Alan Shearer remarked, "He's a nightmare for defenders, big, quick, and ruthless." Arsenal might have pulled off a masterstroke. The performance wasn't just showboating either. Coaches reportedly clocked Gyökeres' sprint speed at over 33 km/h and his shooting accuracy at nearly 85% during the drills, eye-watering numbers for a first day. His chemistry with teammates also looked promising. At one point, he exchanged slick 1-2s with Martin Odegaard before slotting home another tidy finish past Ramsdale's replacement. Beyond his physicality and flair, what struck the observers was his work ethic. He was the first to arrive at training and one of the last to leave, reportedly staying behind with assistant coaches to practice free kicks. According to insiders, Arteta encourages that sort of commitment, and Gyökeres clearly already gets it. Many media outlets are now running features on Gyökeres' arrival, with headlines like "Arsenal's new torpedo" and "the Swede with a cannon for a foot." The club's official channels were quick to capitalize, uploading behind-the-scenes footage titled "Viktor Gyökeres, Day 1 Carnage." Within hours, it had crossed 1 million views. In truth, this is exactly what Arsenal fans have been hungry for: a striker who combines brute strength with technical elegance. With Jesus often drifting wide and Gyökeres struggling for consistency, Gyökeres looks set to command the central role with purpose and authority. If his first training session is anything to go by, the Premier League should brace itself for a very noisy Swedish arrival. It's just day one, but the signs are unmistakable. Gyökeres isn't here to adapt slowly or play second fiddle, he is here to dominate. Arsenal may have just found the missing piece to their title puzzle, and from the looks of things, he is already gunning for goals, glory, and greatness.